Why? Because it's the only chance that Florida has to make an SEC championship?
No, I'm not going to lie. I really appreciate it. Yeah, I kind of like the SEC having divisions, though. And they're bringing in Texas.
Why? Because it's the only
Oklahoma.
chance that Florida has to make an SEC championship?
No, I'm not going to lie. I really appreciate not having to play at Alabama every year.
I don't know what I'm doing. This is not the intro. Wait, I mean, Kerry, you're a Patriots fan. You're kind of like you're kind of not a sadist. You're a masochist. So wow. You could watch the Patriots play football and then punish yourself even more by drinking Heineken.
Yeah, I was just complaining to the play call with my dad. You know, like I don't know what's up with McDaniel, man. Like I don't know if he's getting too cute. I don't know what he's doing, but
he stopped drooling. He needs more nicotine.
Yeah, he needs something.
Listen, it was a good week for Zach Stradamus.
It was
a good week.
I'm taking the Bucks.
I'm taking the Bucks as well.
If Trevor was actually a Bucks fan, he would say Bucks by 50.
I'm not a fan.
Maybe he is a Bucks fan, and that's why he didn't say that. Because every time he says by 50, any team by 50, they lose. It's practically become my motto this year. I don't believe in love.
I mean, if you're an Eagles fan, you probably should hate yourself because.
Today, we re-enter the ring. 3 men, 32 quarterbacks, a ranking list that'll define a generation. Welcome back to the Beerly Football Podcast. It's about football, but Beerly. I'm your host, Zachary Smith. Join me as always, my 2 very good friends, one of which is wearing an Eric Decker jersey. How are you doing tonight, Trevor?
Amazing, dude. Look, this thing looks clean. It's in great shape. It looks like it's been never worn, and it was only $15 on Facebook Market. You know, if you're looking for an NFL jersey, NFL.com is your place to go, but Facebook Market is this place to stop first, see what they got. So I'm loving the Eric Decker jersey. It's another Tuesday. Stomach's full of tacos. About to bring some beer into the equation. I'm feeling amazing, Zach. I'm feeling amazing.
Did you just meet some random person in like downtown Tampa and be like, "Hey, here's $20. Can I have an Eric Decker jersey?"
Yeah, that's how it is. You know, 2024, you can get anything for $20 in these days. Seriously, you got $20, somebody will say yes to whatever you want.
All right, and the other one's the biggest fan of Roger Goodell in the world. Shout out to 49ers faithful forever. He says, Purdy number 2. We'll get there. Don't you worry, 49ers fans. We'll get there. Biggest Roger Goodell fan, Kerry Dempsey. How we doing, buddy?
Doing lovely. We actually had football last week. I didn't watch it, but football's back. Did either of you watch it?
I didn't even know it was happening.
No Caleb Williams Hall of Fame game. I don't care. I probably should have. We have an NFL podcast. We probably should have, but none of us did. But
I mean, it's a Hall of Fame game. The NFL does. You know how little the fans care about the Hall of Fame game?
True.
It was not advertised at all. I didn't see anything for it. I didn't see anything about it until it was over. Oh, the final of the Hall of Fame game was this score between these 2 teams. I'm like, oh, okay, I guess that happened.
It even got rained out in the third quarter, so whatever you were doing was probably a better use of your time.
I'm just shocked that Brett Rypien threw 3 touchdowns in an actual football game.
Bro cooked.
I guess.
It's a Hall of Fame game. Doesn't matter.
Does not matter.
Alrighty, but we do have a big topic, and it's going to take a long time to get through. You know what else takes a long time for me to do? It takes a long time for me to decide what Beerly merch I want. And I'm really liking this shirt. The football Beerly boy. It's right there.
It's so cute.
It's so cute. Oh my goodness. I think banana cream.
Whoa. I don't know much about
Man,
colors,
I need to
but
stop
that makes
myself
mine
before I
better.
put in my card details live on stream, but
Zach, that
let me
shirt
tell
makes
you.
my banana cream too. That's a nice one.
Hey, Trevor,
you can check it out at beerlysports.creatorspring.com. Link will be in the description down below. Check
I
it
have
out.
a question though. Trevor said he could get us anything in the world for $20. That shirt was $24.99. Trevor, can we make it happen?
Resale. All right. If anybody wants to pay me $20 for that shirt, I'll buy it for $25, but you gotta give me the $20 later on.
Great deal.
Yeah.
That's a great deal, honestly.
Shoot me a
We
DM.
forgot about something.
So I don't know about you guys. I put a lot of thought into my quarterback list.
Zach, what are we doing?
What?
Is this called the football podcast or the Beerly football?
Oh shit, dude, you're right. Fuck,
Wow.
man. Okay.
Embarrassing.
What are we drinking tonight, boys? Let's start with Kerry. He's got his beer already on screen.
So once again, I will plug Trader Joe's. If you want local cheap beers, go to Trader Joe's. I have
Well, what if I don't have a Trader Joe's?
Then you're screwed, unfortunately.
Fuck.
You can get a Limonata Rosata. It's a sour ale with raspberry, strawberry, lime, and that is a very good combo. It is from the Tripping Animals Brewing Company. I don't know what they're doing the animals there in Doral, Florida. This is a solid beer. It's like, I think this was like $4 at Trader Joe's. Worth a try. Sour, sweet. I like it.
All right, Trevor, what are you having tonight?
Mine's also actually from Trader Joe's, Kerry. It's a small world. You know, I saw somebody in there when I was in there. I thought it might have been you, but yeah, Three Daughters Brewing Company in St. Pete, Florida. This is a beautiful can. Raspberry lemonade, hard cider, brewed in St. Pete. So the same air that I'm breathing is the same air that this beer was made from, and it's very good.
Can you show me that can?
I'm going ciders tonight, boys.
I think I've had that one before.
It's very good.
Looks good. So I'm
You know what it
starting.
tastes like?
What? Strawberry lemonade?
No, it tastes like a Four Loko that won't kill you.
Oh. You know, it's interesting. I was watching a video of a cop that got arrested because he slammed his police cruiser into a semi truck.
Sure.
And they found a Four Loko Gold in his passenger, an empty Four Loko Gold in his passenger seat.
When you have the gold ones, you can't drive after. The green apple, the watermelon is one story, but gold, you can't. Don't get behind the wheel if you got a gold.
It's been a long time since I've had one of those.
All right, so I have two beers. I have to get the other one out of the fridge in a minute, or two drinks. Pause. 2 drinks. I have to get the other one out in a minute, but I'm starting with a Twisted Tea Peach, and then I'll finish with a different one. I'll show it on screen when I go get it, but it's cooling down right now, so I need to make sure. I want cold beer, you know. I want cold beer.
Except for it's not beer; it's tea.
Well, my other one is a beer.
Fair. All right, I'll accept that.
I would drink this warm.
This is a
I think I would.
Wow.
I think I'd drink a warm Twisted Tea. It might be
you're
better.
having a tweet, Zach?
Yeah.
I missed.
Yeah. Peach.
Are you even here with us, Trevor?
Huh?
Are you even alive right now?
I was just reading about Three Daughters Brewing. They caught.
Well, as you can see in the description of this video, Trevor is just a well-trained orangutan. So, quarterbacks, rankings. This has been probably this is probably my favorite reoccurring episode that we've done 3 or 4 times a year. The preseason ones are always fun because you get to look back and see how they adjust over the course of the year. I gotta say, guys, I texted this in the group chat earlier today. I think Trevor's gonna have a big problem with my list. I think Kerry's gonna be mad at my list as well. But I have good reasons for all my decisions.
I mean, this is a man that has said guys like Taylor Heineke is a top 10 quarterback. Who's the other one?
You know, you can keep
Sam Howell.
my words. You can keep misconstruing my words, but they're playing like a top 10 quarterback at the time, and they were. based off the statistics. You go back, watch those episodes, look at the timestamps, look at how they were playing at the time. They absolutely were playing like top 10 quarterbacks in the league. That's fine if you want to be wrong and you want to keep doubting my ability to judge quarterbacks. I would point out C.J. Stroud as probably one of the big ones in terms of successes of calls. Josh Allen, another one.
Desmond.
What, did you call him to have 28 turnovers and he did it? Or he only had 23 or what? We'll talk about
No, okay, first off, Desmond Ritter, I said he wasn't going to be as bad as people think. But Arthur Smith was his head coach. I think he wouldn't have been as bad if Arthur Smith wasn't his head coach. But that's neither here nor there. So we're going to go ahead and kick this off. What are we going? 32 to 25 to start? Or 32 to
27.
32 to 27. Okay.
Your first 6.
I'll go ahead and start because I think this is going to be fun. So at 32, listen. Trevor said something about this franchise last year. It got some people upset. I'm going to go ahead and reiterate what Trevor said last year. If you're a Broncos fan, go ahead, hang them up. This ain't your year. Jarrett Stidham I have right at 32. I don't even think he's the best quarterback on the team, but then they have chosen him as the starter going as of right now. So as of right now, he's their starter. He's at 32 for me. All right, at 31, former Bronco Russell Wilson. I have no faith in Russell Wilson.
Wow.
I don't think he's the best quarterback on his team.
Do you think he's going to start, Zach? I've heard a lot of people saying it's competition now.
I think he'll start.
I think he'll start week 1. I don't expect him to be in there through 6 games.
I like it.
But he will start week 1. At 30, currently they have another quarterback listed as the starter. I think these two guys are kind of interchangeable in this spot. Kind of. I might put the other guy a little bit higher, but I have Drake May at 30. But I know they've kind of said Jacoby Brissett's going to start. I just don't see Jacoby being in there long. I think Patriots fans are going to want to see the young guy. So I have Drake May at 30. Jacoby Brissett would be sitting pretty close to that if he started anyway. So I just felt like putting in Drake May. At 29, Panthers quarterback Bryce Young. I don't see him improving all that much this year. I don't think they did enough this offseason to help him out, especially at the wide receiver core. I just don't see a lot of improvement there. See some. I like Xavier Leggett. But
do we think if he goes to Mexico and gets a height surgery, adds a couple inches, do you think he'd be higher then? If he, adds 3 inches to his legs? No?
I don't know. Because what would that put him at, 5'9"? Like,
yeah, around. Still taller than Kyler Murray.
Oh, you meant his height.
What were you talking about?
I don't know. I just heard add a couple inches. I don't know. I got a dirty mind.
Goodness.
All right, at 28, I have a guy that I can't. I don't know how people keep defending him. It doesn't make sense to me. 28, I got Daniel Jones. He's got all the tools and none of the ability to use them. He's like, oh, I need my car fixed. Let me go to a mechanic. Let me get my car fixed. Let me go to a mechanic. But that mechanic is a gorilla. He has the ability to fix a car, but he doesn't have the ability to fix a car, if you know what I'm saying. He can, but he can't. He'll occasionally unscrew the right screw to get the car fixed, but then he won't be able to find the screw to put the screw back in to get it fixed. So it's like I don't see Daniel Jones doing that well this year. And at 27, shout out to Jackson, I got Deshaun Watson.
Wow, 27.
Eventually, people are gonna have to start saying, I mean, I haven't seen you play good football in 4 years, dude.
Their hands are
I'm gonna
tied.
have
What are
to
they
see
gonna do?
something. At some point, I'm gonna have to see something.
He'll show you something.
Yeah, I was gonna say you might not want to say that to him.
You know, I live in his hometown too, so that's questionable.
Lovely.
Shout out to Gainesville. The entrance to like the sporting area is called Deshaun Watson Way. And I'm like, I don't know if I want to go on Deshaun Watson's way. Don't take Deshaun Watson's way.
Zach puts the windows up, buckles his belt, and zips his pants up. Leave me alone.
Don't go any massage.
That's my 32 through 27. Any real issues with those picks?
No.
I think Russ and Watson are lower than I have them, but I don't hate
Oh
it.
yeah, Russ. You don't
I
think
don't
Russ
hate
can
it.
be a point guard there? They got a lot of places for him to give the ball. A lot of people to.
Yeah,
put
you're
the
right.
ball.
Broncos had no weapons. They had nothing.
I mean, Jerry Jeudy, Cortland Sutton. At least he's got a tight end. He's got 2 okay running backs.
He
He's got
threw it 4 feet.
Huh?
He'd throw the ball 5 feet maximum a game. That's what. And he didn't turn the ball over. That was the only good thing about him. I don't think he's gonna be much better than Kenny Pickett. And Kenny Pickett was not good.
Whoa.
There
Yeah.
you go. I agree with that. I 100% agree.
All right. Trevor, you want to go next or me?
You know, Russ threw like 20-something, like 26 touchdowns last year.
Yeah, his skill players are real good.
He threw the ball 5 yards. They didn't trust him to throw. Checkdowns.
Well, still, I mean, he's going to be throwing 5 yards to George Pickens, Pat Freiermuth. I mean, better than Cortland Sutton and Jerry Jeudy.
I don't know.
I think he's out of there by week 6.
I don't have him that high, but
Yeah, I don't hate that.
I'll go next. My list is pretty tame. I put Drake May at 32. No shade, but I just think he's really raw. He's got all the tools. Like, I think he'll be fine. I'd love to see them bring in Brandon Ayuk, but I don't think that's going to happen. I don't know who he's going to throw the ball to. So just with, like, the lack of weapons and the lack of,
No Jalen Polk slander on the podcast, please.
Yeah, I felt like putting him at 32 was, like, a cool spot. 31.
I know this probably isn't going to happen, but the fact that Joe Milton's out playing him in training camp's crazy.
Yeah.
Let Joe Milton cook. It's going to be Tom Brady, Drew Brees all over again.
That would be cool.
Or what's Alex Smith and RG3? Or no, Cousins and RG3.
Except reverse.
Yeah.
At number 31, this is a guy I think is going to die this year. Not die, like actually die, but like his career is going to be like, it was fun while it lasted.
Are you taking DeMar Hamlin odds on this guy?
I'm taking the DeMar Hamlin odds on Aiden O'Connell. I'm going to put him at 31. I think he's a one-trick pony, maybe a two-trick pony. And, like,
I think he's a one-trick pony, maybe a two-trick pony.
He's feeling lucky.
But like, we have AI now. We've advanced past the need for two-trick ponies and one-trick ponies. AOC would be great in Canadian football. But if you're putting both on a plate right now, Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez and Aiden O'Connell, I'm taking AOC and I'm turning the lights off. But so I got AOC
mustache,
at 31. At number 30, I got Bo
I
Nix.
have a random question for you guys.
Yeah.
Of Aiden O'Connell's mustache, right? He's mustache. This has nothing to do with football, but do you think people with mustaches are more likely to be serial killers or pedophiles than people without mustaches?
No.
No.
I'm wondering.
I have not found that to be the case. I have not found that to be the case.
All right. Trevor, do you not think
science behind that? I might look that up my next day.
do you not think Minshew's
I
going to
might
start?
shave after I get the results of that. I might shave my mustache.
Minshew's not going to start?
He might. I don't know. It's a mid-off.
They're pretty close. I feel like they'd rather take O'Connell just because he's younger and he's been there.
Yeah, that's my understanding.
They're paying Minshew a lot, though.
Yeah. Number 30 got Bo Nix. I didn't know Stidham was number 1 on the chart, but I think Nix will be I think he'll be an okay quarterback. He's accurate. He got better all 4 years in college. I wasn't a fan of his at Auburn, but I think he settled down a lot at Oregon. He either set a Pac-12 record or an FBS record for a completion percentage. He was up in the mid-70s, which is just really impressive. I think, drop him back there. I don't know, Cortland Sutton. I don't know. I think he'll be okay. Nothing special about the 30th best quarterback. Number 29, I got Jaden Daniels just because he's got some people to help him out. Kerry McLaren and Austin Eckler catch some checkdowns. Big thing for him is just to stay healthy. That curse out there in Washington. And he's a quarterback that runs around and takes hits, and he's skinny. So not the kind of guy you'd want to be taking hits.
He's got weird elbows.
Yeah, Jaden Daniels at 29. What are we going to, 28 or 27?
27.
28, I got Bryce Young. I was impressed with him last year just because he stayed healthy. Didn't really have much.
That's a good thing?
Yeah, I mean, he definitely.
So, is Nathan Peterman impressive because he's never got hurt?
Yes.
What?
As a rookie, playing 17 games, getting tossed around. I think he'll be, I think he'll be nothing special, but maybe similar to what he did last year.
That's crazy.
So I put him at 20. I had him at 28. Why is
How
that
are you
crazy?
impressed by staying healthy? And you're an Anthony Richardson fan. You must be very disappointed then.
I mean, a lot of rookie quarterbacks get hurt if they play the whole year, especially tiny.
Play 2 halves.
How is Bryce Young? What is he 5'10"?
Maybe.
Yeah.
He
And then
can't see over the line, so he just throws it away so fast he doesn't get hit. That's how it works.
yeah, number 27, Daniel Jones. I think Zach had him at 28. I don't see a lot of promise there. Malik Neighbors is going to help out, but not nearly enough. Their defense will be good though.
Their defense should be really good, yeah.
Wow, I'm actually kind of surprised. Me and Trevor are very close, actually.
That's cute.
I know, for once. We have the same exact 5, just in different order. So I get Jared Stidham at 32. I think there's a very good chance Nix would start, but I'm just going to Stidham for now.
Yeah,
I would have Nix higher. I think Nix will be one of the most pro-ready rookie quarterbacks. So I put him around 29 or 30, but I got Stidham at 32. 31, I got Jaden Daniels. I think he could be a very good quarterback, but this is just based on last year heading into this season. There's a lot of unknowns about him, so I'm going to put him way down. I think he'll have a rough rookie season, but I still have pretty good hopes for his career.
I liked his interview with the Giants on Hard Knocks.
Hard Knocks.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's going to do a lot of running this year, I think, but not huge hopes for them this year. Number 30, I got one of the midgets in the league, Bryce Young. He did absolutely nothing to impress me, even though he stayed healthy, which impresses some people. I don't know why. I got him at 30. He's terrible. I don't know why people keep overrating him. I've seen him at 24 in QB rankings. I'm he did nothing impressive last season. Nothing. If he was not the number 1 pick, no one would care about him.
Does he have the least help in the NFL as a quarterback?
Patriots. I think
They have a better line.
I would say the Giants had worse help last year, but this year with Neighbors more.
Yeah,
it's one of the lowest though. Number 29. Speaking of the Giants, I got Daniel Jones. This is obviously his last year. Prove it. I think Neighbors and a better line will help him, but I don't think we're ever going to see Daniel Jones get much better than what he was. Was it 2 years ago? And he was just a mediocre game manager.
Yeah.
And number 28, I got the guy from my team, my boy, Mr. Brisket Man, Jacoby Brissett. He's a solid veteran game manager, not much more. I don't think we'll see Drake May until at least the second half of the season, so I'd not put him here. And I would probably have May a little bit lower. But Brisket, you know what you're going to get out of him. It's not going to turn the ball over. He's not going to be flashy. So, yeah.
Speaking of brisket, at work we have this brisket flatbread. Top
that
tier.
sounds good.
It's so good, dude. I get it once a week. I call it Flatbread Fridays.
Do you play in the Georgia Open, Zach?
No, I didn't make it.
Oh, did Zane?
Yeah, he didn't play well.
Oh. I'm gonna ask what he shoot, but maybe just tell me after the recording's over.
All right.
I don't remember what he shot the second day. I think he shot like 78 day one or 79. Pretty not good for him. So
You want to go backwards this time for 26 through 21?
what do you mean
Just go
backwards?
in the first place?
I'll go. Trevor go, then Zach go last.
Oh,
Sure.
Actually, I think I need to go third because I've looked at my list, and one side goes 1 to 25, the other side goes 26 to 32. But it seems I didn't put a name for number 25, so I'm missing a quarterback, but I'm not sure who it is.
Dude, you have no idea. So earlier today when I was doing my list, I was like, okay, I need to make sure I know. Like, I need to make sure I got 32 quarterbacks. I have it in like a Google Doc. I have an Excel spreadsheet open.
Or forgot.
Yeah, maybe I'll hear it when you guys say something.
All right. I'll start then. Number 26, Gardner Minshew. I love the man. Lives in a van in Naples on the beach.
You think he's going to start over Aiden O'Connell?
It's close. Either one. I think they're very, very similar quarterbacks. But Minshew's he's Gardner Minshew. He's Minshew mania. He's more entertaining. They're paying him a lot. He got the Colts to the playoffs last season. He's not going to lead a team. He's going to be an okay game manager. So I'm going to put him there. Number 25, the most overrated quarterback in the NFL, in my opinion, kind of. Russell Wilson. He's terrible. He just checks down all day game long. He's going to get so exposed in Pittsburgh. Justin Fields is much better than this fraud.
I agree.
Russell Wilson, it's time to retire, bud. Go have some babies this year. It's over.
I don't understand the rest hate.
He's just not good.
You didn't like the unlimited diarrhea video, did you?
What?
I'll have to send it to you.
All right, number 24. I got one of Trevor's favorite guys, Anthony Richardson. He's got so much hype.
Fuck you.
We're playing 2.5 games.
24?
The talent is there. The talent is there. But we have not seen anything yet.
I have a question for both of you. I meant to ask you this before.
Sure.
I feel like your top, because my list is like projecting the number 1 quarterback will have the best season. The number 8 quarterback will have the 8th best year. The 12th quarterback will have the 12th best year.
Mine is heading into this season.
So you're not predicting anything?
A little bit, but not really.
Okay. I'm doing mine is purely preseason. Like, I'm not predicting anything really with my list.
Yeah. If I'm
These
predicting
are top 31 quarterbacks of the season right here. This is the script.
All right.
Write it.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah. I see a lot of hype with Richardson. I have not seen a lot prove it up yet. And the potential is there. I could see him being a star, but he's not there yet. So 24.
I got it. It's Matthew Stafford. I didn't write him down.
Number 23. If this was projections for this year, I'd have him a lot higher. I got Will Levis. If you listen to this podcast, you know I like Will Levis. He had a couple big games last year. They got him some weapons. The line should be better. I think Levis has had a pretty good season this year and established himself as a franchise QB. And he's got he's got more experience than some of these other guys. Rookies heading in, so I got him at 23. I think he'll climb up pretty fast. We'll see. I know neither of you like Will Levis because you don't like Kentucky. Well, that's Trevor.
I don't have any
fraud. Zach just hates Will Levis because he doesn't like mayo. But
I love mayonnaise. Don't get me wrong. I just wouldn't put it in my fucking coffee because that's weird.
At 22, I get Deshaun Watson. He looked a little better a couple games into last season, but this is kind of just – I think there's a shell of him still in there. Not his humanity. That's far gone. But a shell of his quarterback play. It's in there somewhere.
Maybe.
And with how good the goal line and defense is, he just needs to be okay. So
I gotta see it, Kerry. I gotta see it.
Maybe I hope
hearing that.
I hope he's out of the NFL. But sorry, Jackson. And number 21, I got a guy I've hated on a lot in this podcast last few years just because he's very mediocre. He's not bad. It's Geno Smith. He's got good wide receivers around him. He's putting up decent numbers, but he's just never going to team over the hill. He's fine, but he's not their quarterback future. I would love to see Sam Howell get some snaps later on this season. So I got Geno at 21.
Alrighty. Trevor, do you want me to go?
Either or. You can go. Yeah.
Okay. At 26, I have Aiden O'Connell. I have him above the other guys just because he seems moderately competent. He's not going to wow you for any reason, but he seems moderately competent running the offense that they run over there in Las Vegas. So I think he'll be relatively successful. I don't think he's going to do anything great. I don't see them making the playoffs this year, but I think he's moderately competent and he runs that offense pretty well. In fact, these three guys that I'm about to name back to back are almost interchangeable for me. At 25, I have Derek Carr.
Wow.
He's just unimpressive. He's fine, I guess.
His stats definitely look a lot better than his actual play was last year.
Yeah, I think I'd give the edge to him over Aiden O'Connell simply due to experience, but they ran a very similar kind of offense in terms of what they actually did for the offense last year. And then the next guy I have at 24, I have Will Levis. A lot of hype around him. I need to see a little bit more. He certainly did have good games, and he had moments where he showed up strong, but he also had a lot of moments where he fell short. There's no doubt that he's got a big arm. He could throw. He's got a cannon, but I need to see a little bit more of him managing the offense over long stretches of time, whereas I've only seen it in spurts often with him, which doesn't really do
Have you
anything.
seen that video of him that leaked?
No.
Is that why you're using those words or no?
No. Wait, what?
His length and his spurt and whatever.
I don't know what you're talking about, and I don't want to know.
Yeah, you probably don't.
Kids, look it up on Twitter.
Don't.
Your parents are in
Don't.
the same room. Type
Please
in Will
don't.
Levis leaked. I think the girl's name is Gia Duddy. She's a.
Alrighty.
But Zach, I'll just say he had DeAndre Hopkins, but outside of that, he had probably one of the worst lines in the league.
No, I understand that.
No, but it's like I feel like Bryce Young got a lot more excuses, but Will Levis didn't.
Will Levis had a better team than Bryce Young, period.
Not much better.
Come on.
Who's better?
That's so unrealistic.
How?
How much better is DeAndre Hopkins than Adam Thielen?
Not that much better. Hopkins is wild.
Hey.
Shut up. Get off. Quit your job and quit the show and quit life, dude. What are you
Wow.
talking about? Okay.
Just saying. Also,
Next up at 23, I have a guy I have high hopes for. I think he can be a dynamic player. A lot of it depends on what we talked about so far with his health, and that is Jaden Daniels for Washington. He does have a pretty decent roster offensively around him.
At 23?
that's pretty high.
I was
It
wondering.
is pretty high. I'll admit it's pretty high, but I do think he'll do relatively well this year. And I think he's just a little bit more dynamic. I want to see him perform well. 22, I have Geno Smith. I think we've seen the best of Geno at this point.
Are you on the Sam Howell train, buddy?
Dude, of course I'm on the Sam Howell train. What are we talking about?
No.
I want to see Sam Howell so bad. But no, I think we've seen the peak of Geno. I don't think he's going to shock anyone with how he plays. He might not be bad, but he's not going to be great. I don't see them. They might compete for a playoff spot. I don't see the Seahawks making the playoffs, though.
I feel like because it's such a good story, him like coming out of nowhere to be so good, people are just like kind of still on that train that he's like.
Well, people are remembering how he played 2 years ago and forgetting that he was not nearly as good last year.
And he has a great team where he is DK, he's Jackson Smith, he's Tyler Lockett. He's a lot of weapons around him.
Kerry, I would love to hear you say Jackson Smith's.
Yeah, I didn't want to try that.
No. I would love to hear that.
And are we doing one more? We're doing 21.
Yeah, 21.
And at 21, I have everybody's Lord and Savior, Caleb Williams.
Yes.
That's pretty high.
I think he'll be good. I don't think he'll be
What?
great. I think he'll be good. I don't think he'll be
definitely
great.
called him a bust multiple times in this podcast, Zach.
Everyone's saying he's the next Patrick Mahomes. Being a good quarterback is not the same
You
as
called
being
him a
Patrick
bust
Mahomes.
multiple times.
Compared to what they were saying about him, yes, he's a bust. He is not turning the Chicago franchise around.
Yeah, he will.
Just called
No,
him a
he's
good
not.
quarterback. God.
Yeah, he will. He's the missing piece. He's like when you
Dude,
need a Band-Aid and you get a blowjob.
no. What? That doesn't help you.
I don't know. Okay. Anyways, are you done with your is it my turn now?
Yeah.
Yeah, and any concerns with that part of my list?
I'm still trying to compromise with Trevor, or figure out what Trevor just said.
It's like when you need something like small but you get something big instead.
I'm just
I
shocked.
could have made okay.
Like when you say that you're only a half an inch and you come up with 2
And then you
inches.
show up and drop them drawers and yeah. Anyways,
I'm just shocked.
number
I'm just shocked
26.
Zach had him so high, honestly.
I mean, I think he's obviously a very talented player.
Trevor,
wait,
where-
Kerry,
Talent
you haven't
doesn't
even
always
said it yet.
translate.
Have you?
No, Trevor, where do you think Zach was going to put him before we started this show? I would have thought like 28.
You're asking me to do some hard stuff right now. You're asking me to forget everything I've learned in the last 36 minutes.
Never mind, man.
That's like as far as my memory goes back, dude.
Orangutan.
So if
Yeah,
you want me
right.
to delete that, I'm just gonna be sitting here like
All right, go to your
mouth
next.
open, drooling. Anyways, number 26, I paid $15 for an Eric Decker jersey. I would have paid 16 if it was a Jets Sam Darnold jersey. Shout out to Sam Darnold, the only person that I've ever known that makes mono look cool. I'd kiss him. Number 25, I'm right there with you, Zach. Derek Carr. Number 24, we got Geno Smith. Number 23, we got the white Geno Smith, Will Levis. He's got a lot of weapons. I wanted to put him lower, but he's got a lot of weapons. I think that's a very interesting. Those receivers in the AFC South, just thing of beauty. Anyways, 22, Deshaun Watson.
That's high.
21.
Wait. Trevor, did you say Levis 23, Watson 22?
Yeah, why?
Why are we so close on the? I had both of those same spots.
Interesting.
This is getting
Here we go. 21, Caleb Williams.
I thought you'd have him
Wow.
so much higher.
No,
With how you were talking about him pre-draft.
Top 3.
I thought you'd have him like at least top 15.
I'm amazed he's that low for Trevor. Amazed.
Amazed.
Well,
Me too. Because the way I'm thinking about it is Trevor's like, oh, Caleb Williams. Like the way he was talking about Caleb Williams pre-draft, it's like he's gonna be in conversations for the MVP by the end of the year. That's the way Trevor was talking about him.
It's literally been like no. The funniest part is Zach has been the biggest hater, Trevor's been the biggest lover, and I've been in the middle, and I have been the highest of all of us.
I think he'll just be solid. Like, he won't look like a rookie. Like, 3,700 yards, 25 touchdowns, 9-10 picks, something like that.
Are we not seeing the 4,000 yards yet for a Bears quarterback then?
Nah, it gets too cold, dude. And windy in Chicago. You can't throw that time of year.
Yeah, you're right. Green Bay's never had one.
It's Chicago, you know? You got the hot dog. You got the hot dog air in Chicago.
What? Have you ever been to
Yeah.
Chicago? Do
Yeah.
you know where Chicago is on a map? Could you point it to?
I guarantee you he couldn't point it to it.
Yeah, it's in Illinois, bud.
What part of Illinois?
North.
Could you point Illinois in a map?
Maybe. I would just point to the state to the right of North Dakota and hope that I was right.
Close enough.
But I got a very good grade on those tests in middle school with the capitals and like where they are on the map.
If you got asked that today, I feel like you would get like 3 right.
I'd get like Florida, Georgia, and California and just quit.
Yeah.
What's the capital of California?
It's got to be LA, right?
That's wrong.
Is it San Fran? What is it?
Sacramento.
Sacramento.
Ew, it's Sacramento.
Yes.
That's so disappointing.
I knew he was gonna say LA too. That's why I asked.
No, I meant I could find those 3 states on a map.
Oh,
I hope you could.
Yeah. Give me a different capital. Come on, I can do this.
let's do the capital.
Nevada.
Oh yeah, Nevada's good.
Des Moines.
No.
Fuck.
That's wrong.
Is it Vegas?
No.
Oh,
What is it?
Carson City.
All right, I don't want to play anymore.
wait,
All
no.
right.
Trevor, what's the capital of New York?
He's definitely not going to get this. 100%. There's no chance. Trevor knows 2 cities in New
Manhattan.
York. No.
Fuck.
Man,
Is it New York?
it's
No.
Albany.
It's Albany.
Albany?
Yes.
What a good
All right,
man.
give me another. Just keep going until I get one.
Massachusetts.
Boston.
There you go.
There he is.
All right. What number are you on?
I just got to 21. I said Caleb Williams.
All right.
Go ahead, dude. 20 through 14? 15?
Precursor to the top
Yeah.
20. This was pretty hard. All 20 of these quarterbacks are good quarterbacks, quality starters. Not that Caleb Williams isn't. Well, I guess he isn't. He hasn't
It
proved
could
it.
be.
But all 20 of these guys, especially from like 8 to 14, or I guess 15 since I forgot Stafford. But like, it's a toss up. But so shout out to all top 20 quarterbacks. I got Russ at 20. I think that change of scenery is just
What?
That is high, bro.
That
And
is
Future's
so
putting out bad
high.
music now. There's no way Ciara wants to go back.
You were a box score watcher just saying that. That's
Yeah,
the only way.
I mean,
you
it's gonna be
Russ
fun,
played
like-
well last year.
No, I think the defense is going to be great. It's going to take pressure off the offense.
Their
Russ
O line
is
still
gonna be able to-
sucks. They have nobody besides Pickens.
Yeah, I was just going to ask, who's their wide receiver too?
Roman Wilson, who's hurt.
Oh, was he a second, third round pick?
I think he was third.
Third? Yeah. I don't think they had a second round pick, or maybe they didn't have a first round pick. Anyways, who gives a shit? They got
Dan
Patrick
Jefferson
Queen now,
is the wide receiver too.
who's fighting people at practice. We're not talking about the Steelers. We're talking about quarterbacks. Russ at 20. I'm actually going to put together a little thread on Twitter because I get really lonely and bored sometimes. So I just start making like long Twitter threads of like fantasy sleepers. And I think I have 3 quarterbacks, and Russ is actually one of them. So
That's not. Don't take his advice.
for
Susan.
fantasy,
Don't
it's
ever
just
take his
sleeper.
advice.
Please
Trevor,
never
when have you
take-
ever won at fantasy once? Or even made the? Do you even make the playoffs?
But I draft a fire team, dude. I draft a great team. The draft is my Super Bowl. That's the best part. I love drafting in fantasy. Everything
And you
from
never
night
draft
goes
well
down.
enough to make the playoffs.
Well, I'm
He
just
never makes
busy
the
that time of
playoffs.
year. I can't be worrying about that.
Shut up.
So I got anyways, a little tease right there. So follow me on Twitter at BeerlyTrevScott. Number 19. I really wish I could have put him higher. I think he'll do well this year, but I don't think he's gonna blow anything out of the water. I think guys that can blow something out of the water are everybody in my top 15, and I have him at 19, so he's close. It's
I think
fine.
Caleb Williams could blow out of the water.
Coming tight end. He's got a great wide receiver who I think is going to be tremendous just from week 1. I think he's already tremendous. Kyler Murray at number 19. Number 18 is where I start ruffling some feathers. How far am I supposed to go?
15.
15, 16.
16? Okay.
Yeah.
I think he is a good quarterback, and 18 feels too low for this guy. I've said some bad things about this guy in my life. I probably will continue to say some bad things about this guy. I definitely will. I wish I could have put him higher than 18, but at the same time, I don't. He's throwing to a bunch of wide receiver 2 and 4s. Trevor Lawrence is going to have a good year, but I think the turnover bug isn't going to get any better. I think he'll still be in the double-digit interceptions. I don't see him throwing more than like 28, 29 touchdowns, maybe 31, but
Maybe.
I have him at 18, not because he's bad. I just think there are 17 quarterbacks that are going to have a better season than Trevor Lawrence.
Me and Trevor's list is just kind of scary right now. I know it's not going to be the whole way, but like so far it has been frightening.
Number 17, hit or miss. I kind of just want him to do what he did last year from a statistical standpoint and a relaxed standpoint. It's the most relaxed we've ever seen this guy. It looks like he found his home. I got Baker Mayfield at number 17. Do it.
Man,
Holy man, I'm just taking them out of Kerry's mouth. Well, Kerry, you're not going to like this one for sure. Neither one of you are going to like this one. I got Kirk Cousins at 16. I know both of you guys got him higher than that.
Who'd you have at 17? You never
17
said.
was Baker.
Yeah, you never said it. So.
Oh, I did. You were just going crazy over there. But anyways, I got Baker at 17, Kirk at 16, and 15. A guy who's really like he just fell down my list because of Father Time. That's really all. And I don't trust in Cooper Kupp as much as I once did.
Wow.
But I got Matt Stafford at 15.
Or is that because you forgot to put him on your list and you didn't know where to put him?
It's because I had him up here. You see all this scribbling nonsense? I scribbled him out, but I didn't put him back on the page. So I did have him. But so I put him at 15. That was like a last minute.
That is insanely low for Matthew Stafford,
but I think this is the year where he falls off.
Carried the Rams last year.
I think this is the fall off. This is a prediction of this year, and I think this year is the fall off. Matthew Stafford. That's going to be a quote.
All right.
I stop, right? I stop at 15.
You're supposed to stop at 16, but sure.
Oh, all right.
All right. I guess we'll just do through 15 then.
Should we do Kerry's next since you're so similar to mine?
Sure. Wait, when do you have Derek Carr?
25.
Oh. All right, I had Derek Carr at 20.
Wow.
That's high.
Yeah, honestly, all these guys are very similar. Derek Carr, Geno Smith, Deshaun Watson. They're all very mediocre. It's nothing special.
Pretty similar personal lives too, yeah?
Sure. Yeah, Derek Carr's nothing special. This might be his last year as a starter in the NFL, but he's just okay. He's like Geno. He's on his way out. He's not bad. He's not good. Yeah. Number 19, the highest of all of you. I got Caleb Williams.
It's high.
Yeah, he hasn't played yet, so it might be a little high, but I have higher hopes for him than guys like Derek Carr, Geno Smith, Deshaun Watson, I can't put over him. Levis, Richardson haven't proved much. So I got Williams at 19. He's got a high ceiling, and we'll see how it goes this year. Number 18, same as Trevor. I got the bust, Trevor Lawrence. And he has not proven anything in years. He's just been a mediocre quarterback. He's been a younger Derek Carr. It's just fine. He's not bad, but for the savior, the number one pick, the guy that was supposed to be the next Peyton Manning, disappointment. And I don't think we're going to see much better. I'm still waiting on this breakout to come. Still not here.
He needs, I don't know. I'd give him like a I don't know.
There's just something off about it. I don't know if it's what it is, but there's just something not right with this guy.
Yeah, they were 8-3 last year, and then he got hurt, and they didn't win another game.
Because of their defense.
Huh?
Because of their defense played very well in those first 11 games.
Okay. Whatever you say, buddy.
All right.
Yeah, the offense didn't score any points.
Because they have a bad quarterback.
So your position is the offense didn't score any points in those games?
What?
Your position is the offense didn't score any points in those games?
I don't know. I don't watch Jaguars football. This was a year ago.
Oh, you don't watch football? Very interesting. Very interesting.
Football.
Interesting. The truth comes out, ladies and gentlemen. Kerry doesn't watch football.
Number 17. I got Baker Mayfield, same as Trevor. He's a solid game manager. Not much else. He's a good fit there, but I don't think we're going to see much better ever from Baker Mayfield. I think he kind of peaked last year, but he'll probably hover around that same range. Number 16, I got the fraud carried by the Ash Push. I got Jalen Hurts at 16, carried by his elite O-line, carried by all the weapons around him.
At what?
16.
Oh, no, we got to
Kelsey is gone. This line won't be as good. Mr. Ashpuss himself, if he is to carry this roster, he can't. He isn't that good.
I'm about to get drunk and start making some accusations.
What do you do? Jalen Hurts is the most overrated quarterback in the NFL. Any quarterback could do as well in Philly as he does. He is not special. He is not good. He's not a leader. He's no talent besides his two ass cheeks getting pushed by grown men that are 400 pounds in the end zone. That's all he does well. Nothing else. Nothing.
Kerry, we got to make a bet, dog, like right now.
About what?
You'll have him. No, I can't do that because I don't trust you.
I could have
honest with me. I would say that you'll have
him. And I will say 6 through 16 are all pretty interchangeable. Not saying I have him at 6, but like I could see him. All these quarterbacks are so.
So do you want to make a bet?
together.
Because 16 is nuts.
To where?
I don't know. I think you'll definitely have him in your top 9, but I feel like you would just put him at 10 just to win the bet.
Yeah, I don't know how that works. That's not like a. You have to have a valid.
Make a statistical bet.
What do you? Why?
Passing
Why?
yards, touchdowns, completion percentage.
Yeah, anything you're looking at, Trevor?
Well, like, what's your knock with him? What does he not do well?
Pass the football. He turns it over way too much. I don't think. How
I'll
about
do a turnover bet.
I'll take the under on 25 passing touchdowns.
Nah, because if he throws 24 and he runs 10, like that's gonna be a fine season. Do turnovers. I like turnovers.
So fumbles and interceptions.
Yeah, what did he have last year? Lost fumbles.
He had 15 interceptions and he had. Where is it? He had
Oh, by the way,
9 fumbles.
shit. Well, they were lost?
It doesn't say. Let me look.
Well, maybe we can just do fumbles, not fumbles lost. Since
He lost 4.
so 19 turnovers.
Yeah.
So
I don't think we'll have that many. I think we'll cut it down.
well, where would you like to put the line? You're the hater.
I'll take over on 15.
15 and a half? You'll say more than 15 and a half?
Sure.
So 15 turnovers.
And he has to play in
Yeah,
more
I'll
than
take that. I'll take that.
And he has to play in more than 15 games.
Yeah, okay. 15
All right.
plus games, 15 and a half turnovers.
All right,
Yeah.
sounds good. Good
And
bet,
if
guys.
doesn't, you have to wear never mind. I can't
You have
do
to
that.
kill a live eagle on the podcast.
I can't do that. I'll go to jail. I can't go back. You have to Jalen Hurts. You have to do something that hurts. You have to get the bigot. You have to get a
Wait,
whole
we should
package.
just get one of you tased. One of you should get tased.
We already have that.
I don't have a taser.
Here, you have to get a whole box of Band-Aids, put them across your chest, and just rip them off across like before the episode's over.
No, duct tape.
Or duct tape.
Sounds awful.
You have to do it.
I don't want to do that.
Oh, well then, okay, Jalen Hurts better suck. You better turn the ball over.
I don't want to do that, sadly.
Y'all could do Four Loco bet. That kind of hurts.
Oh, God. A Four Loco Gold. Let's do it.
Sure, let's do it.
Four Loco Gold on the line.
All
Let's
right,
go.
back right now.
Speaking of trans, I have made a transition into Henry Hotspur's Hard Pressed for Cider. Also
like
from
it.
Trader Joe's.
All right, now we'll wrap it up with number 15, who would run the Eagles offense better if he was on the Eagles. Trevor loves this guy. He doesn't have too much help, at least in the past. I got Kyler Murray, who I think will have a better 2024 season.
I have 15. I like it. You like Trey
Yeah,
McBride?
15.
You a Trey McBride fan?
Trey McBride's very underrated. He's good. Obviously, Marvin Harrison. I think Kyler Murray will have a better year this
I wish
year.
they could have hung on to Hollywood
Do you hate
with Marvin Harrison.
Do you hate to take that Kyler Murray is a better quarterback than Jalen Hurts?
No.
All right.
All right, it's my turn. It's my turn. This is where things can get a little spicy. I'm gonna kind of separate these into tiers. So, like, I think this 20 through 15 is like a tier. Like, any of these guys, in my opinion, could be interchangeable for one another. I just want to put that out there before I say this. So at 20, I have a guy who I got a lot of high hopes for. I think this guy's going to perform extremely well in a new city. He's a guy that I have praised in the past. I think that he's gotten shortchanged for most of his career. I think Sam Darnold is going to have a good season this year.
What the hell? What number are we on?
20.
Oh, for some reason I thought we were down in like the.
No, I didn't even say Sam Darnold. I forgot to say him, but he's at 27.
Sam Darnold, I think, is going to have a good year this year.
At 20?
20.
I think it'll be good.
You guys should make a bet on it, and whoever loses the bet has to kiss men until they get monitored.
What?
Okay, that's all right. Moving on.
You know what? Act
19.
out your fantasies, Trevor.
19.
Yeah,
Trevor's like,
over again.
please pick me. Please pick me.
Just here to pay up on that bet. I'm knocking on your door.
At 19, I have a guy who I think is going to have a much improved 2025 or 2024, 2025 season. I still don't. I think he's got a very. I don't think his ceiling is that high. And that's at 19. I have Kyler Murray. Again, he could go all the way.
There's not a lot about height with him, you know.
He can walk around in some short ceilings. Let me tell you. At 18, I have a guy who I'm a big fan of. I don't know if he'll be as successful as he was last year, but I am a big fan of him. I am hoping for the best of him. Looking at the quarterbacks I have above him, it's tough for me to put him ahead of any of these guys. So at 18, I have Baker Mayfield. At 17, I have honestly just the biggest question mark ever. Like, can we please see some more film? At 17, I have Anthony Richardson. I think he has the potential to be much higher, and I think he has the potential to be much lower. It's just we've only seen him for like 6 minutes of game time. So
True.
Tough to really decide where I want to put him. Also, I almost put him really low because in training camp, there's been videos of him not even being able to throw with his right arm yet, which is a little concerning if you're a Colts fan. But I don't know what that's going to look like at the start of the season.
Trolling.
So. He's trolling. At 16, this is one. I feel like y'all are going to think I would have put him lower, but I think that he belongs in this, what I would call tier of players. At 16, I have Jordan Love.
Wow. This man hates Love.
He is a perfectly fine quarterback.
This man is getting married in like 3 months, and he hates Love.
No, Zach's going to get married, and then he's going to come on the show and be like, man, Jordan Love has got it. Zach's going to have
Probably
sex for
not.
the first time.
Probably not.
Zach's going to have
Probably
sex
not.
for the first time and be like, Jordan Love's the best.
Yeah, the first time, man.
Yeah.
That's what I tell my parents too.
Yeah. I might be able to walk if that were true. Does Sam Darnold have red hair?
Yes.
We could call him Sexy Red.
I mean, you can if you want, I guess. At 15, I can't believe Trevor didn't say this guy's name when he was talking about Father Time, because this guy has a lot more evidence that Father Time's caught up to him than Matthew Stafford.
Wow.
Aaron Rodgers.
Wow.
Aaron Rodgers.
15?
15.
You're nuts, dude.
Why am I nuts?
15.
When's the last time you saw Aaron Rodgers play good quarterback?
The year before last?
He was pretty mid the year before last.
He's still pretty good.
He's pretty
He's
mid.
a top 10
Good, but
quarterback.
he didn't want to be there.
He's top 10 quarterback that year.
Bro hated Christian Watson.
He did.
But Father Time, like, I feel like he's keeping himself young. Like, who did I say Father Time about?
Okay.
Matthew Stafford. If he blew his Achilles up, first of all, his wife would make him retire. So
First off, listen. We're only seeing gray hairs in one of the two quarterbacks,
But
and
here's
it
the
ain't
thing.
Matthew
But that's
Stafford.
experience.
Aaron Rodgers is everybody's saying, oh, he's over, he's done. He's the type of guy that would go out and like put up a great season to say fuck you to everybody, and then
He might.
and then he'll just retire in like week
listen,
16.
Listen, I
know,
like Aaron Rodgers. I want him to do well, but it's the same kind of thing as I was saying with Deshaun Watson. What have you done for me lately? Like, yes, he was a great quarterback in his prime. In my opinion,
Okay,
in his
but, like,
prime, he's the greatest quarterback to have ever played the game.
But Joe
But
Burrow,
he is not in his prime anymore. He is coming off of an Achilles injury.
Joe Burrow missed all that. When's the last time Joe Burrow's been good? Same amount of time as Aaron Rodgers.
No, he was much better than Aaron Rodgers the year before
No,
last.
he
And
wasn't.
that's ridiculous to
No,
say.
he wasn't?
Yes, it is. Yes,
Burrow
he
hasn't been good
was.
since COVID.
Oh my God,
What?
Kerry.
Welcome to reality, Zach.
Kerry, Come on. No one was talking about Aaron Rodgers being a top 3 quarterback in the NFL 2 years ago. No one. Nobody. He was maybe top 10. He was nowhere near top 3.
Live in America. This is America. This isn't communist Sweden.
So all this talk about Aaron Rodgers has got me down a small rabbit hole. You know how he put his ankle in the pool and had the Dolphins have sex?
That's not what happened at all.
How did they know the Dolphins? How did they know, like, did they just get the horniest Dolphins? Like, how did they know they were going to have sex?
Trevor, you don't understand what he actually did.
What happened?
I have no idea.
He was listening to Dolphin sex noises.
Why?
I don't know.
I thought
I'm not Aaron Rodgers.
Honestly,
if I was, I'd probably have a more successful podcast.
Zach, do you hate this take? Minus the successful and talented part, do you think Aaron Rodgers is Trevor one day? Like, minus the talented in this.
Well, I don't.
Fuck you. First of all, I could go out there and I could play some QB if they weren't allowed to hit me.
Exactly.
I don't think Trevor is. I think Trevor's more like Antonio Brown than he is.
Okay, I can take that.
Aaron Rodgers is a little more thoughtful.
I might be a Republican. I don't know. You know, is AB a Republican?
I think he's voting for Trump.
No, that is not AB on Twitter. He sold his account years ago.
You think so?
That is not Antonio Brown. It is. I will bet my life on it. That is not him.
We should live stream the election.
Like 2016?
Yeah, the first time I ever got drunk.
Can we bring Nick Lewis on the podcast? Wherever you are.
No,
Nick,
absolutely not.
Chat, like,
Nick, wherever you are.
Like,
absolutely not.
Kamala won Oregon.
But there you go. Aaron Rodgers 15.
All right. Okay.
I'm going to be interested to see where you guys have Aaron Rodgers because it's like if for that much pushback.
He's hard to put.
We're going to be waiting a while, Zach.
Yeah.
Jesus.
All right. 14 through 11.
14 to 11. Do you want me to just go ahead because I got my list up? Okay. 14 through 11. At 14, Kerry's not going to like this one. Trevor's also not going to like this one. I have Jalen Hurts at 14.
Dude, screw you guys, man. Kerry would love that. First of all, Jalen Hurts out of the top 10. I get he had a lot of turnovers last year. I'm going to let you talk. I don't like it. I don't like it one bit.
I think the offensive line is worse than it was last year. It's one of the things that made the Eagles so unstoppable. The fact that it's gotten worse does not help them. Especially with the tush push.
But they got Saquon.
Congratulations, you got Saquon.
Why did you say I would hate that?
His ass is
I thought you would think it's high, and I thought Trevor would think it's too low.
No, I said 6 through 16 are all interchangeable, so I don't think
okay.
I accept that.
But so this starts another tier for me. It's like another tier at quarterback. Like 14 through 10.
I feel like would you guys
it's like another tier for me.
Would you guys agree there's like I feel like in years past we've had more like set hierarchy of quarterbacks, and this year it's like it's not
really tough. It's the top half is really tough.
I know you don't know what that means, Trevor. So
it's Egyptian. So
all right, Zach, you got 13, bud.
Egyptian. At 13. 13, I have a guy who I think is a legitimate chance to turn this franchise around. I'm a big fan of this guy. I've said it many times. Big fan of this quarterback. I watched a video of him in spring training this week. What the hell is going on?
No, Kerry just leaves and like stuff just starts falling off the wall.
No, it's getting you the beard. It's like impossible.
Dude, it sounded like you had to fight 6 intruders.
I did. I did this Stockyard an oatmeal stout.
You said you were gonna save me that, bro.
I did?
No, but I wish. I love oatmeal.
So at 13, I have Kirk Cousins.
How is that beer, Kerry? I love oatmeal.
Let me
I thought you just drank something.
I'll tell you.
Was that a fake sip?
No, it was finishing. There's like a little bit in this one.
Oh, right. My bad.
All
Tastes
right.
like coffee.
It's a stout.
Yeah, it is a
I love
backyard
stout, dude.
stout from San Jose, California.
At
love a good
12. At 12. I have Jacksonville Jaguars, Trevor Lawrence.
That's better. That's better than I thought for.
Yeah, I really thought you were gonna sneak this man to
I
like
can
the top
accept
8.
that.
No, I'm a
I
reasonable
feel like you did
guy.
last year.
Huh?
I
He
feel like
definitely
That's
had
because
a
he was
top
coming
10
off a
last
better
year.
season the previous year. A season where we should have beat the
That's
Chiefs
true.
in
That's
the
true.
in the playoffs, but Jamal Agnew decided he wanted to fumble the ball.
Honestly, if Trevor
Bro,
Lawrence,
if you're giving the ball to Jamal Agnew in like the AFC playoffs, you're cooked, bro.
if Trevor
Yeah, I
Lawrence
know.
is real,
I'm really happy he's gone. By the
cut
way,
off his hair.
Who? Drew Lock?
Trevor Lawrence, he should cut off his hair to prove himself to the Jaguars fan base. Maybe that will elevate him.
Like Samson.
He'll be the opposite of Samson. Like he'll gain all his
Reverse
power.
Samson.
There.
All right, at 11, I have Justin Herbert from the Chargers,
Yes, Justin out of the top 10. You know,
and I'm going to go ahead and say 10 because it's the same tier, I think.
Sure.
At 10, I have Dak Prescott.
Okay.
you know, I'm happy that he's not in your top 10. But me, 2 years ago, is ecstatic. I'm over there kissing you on the mouth, Zach. Me and you are getting married, and that other reality.
Ooh. That would be an interesting ceremony.
Yeah. Kerry would be best man. We should work that out in a few weeks.
What?
Just have like a little
Oh, by the
ceremony.
way, this is not really podcast related at all. Definitely not football related. Zane is not happy about Valdosta.
Why? Now?
Yeah, he's not happy.
I thought we told him like 2 months ago.
He's been unhappy the entire time, but he spent the weekend in Valdosta for the Georgia Open. He said the biggest thing there was the Applebee's. It was so it was like the spot so much that they called it the Bees.
Well, okay, first of all, that's minorly concerning. But Applebee's does a lot of like dollar margaritas, buy one, get one beer. I mean, they got a ton of TVs.
Zach, you got to remember, and this is inspiring words on Merely Football Podcast. It's not the place, it's the people.
I'm not worried about it. I think we're gonna have a great time regardless of where we go. I'm just letting you know. I'm surprised he hasn't texted you about it already because he's been bitching to me about it for like 3 days. Oh, he did?
In our group chat, I think.
Oh, not in our group. I'm not in that group chat.
Yeah, you are.
I'm not.
I said, you know what? I know what'll change.
Zach, you were literally in this group chat.
His trajectory.
I didn't get a text last night.
It was on Saturday.
Listen, guys,
I
I'm
didn't
gonna
get a
bring
text.
some brownies, and we're gonna make Zane eat them, and then I'll have a good time. I'm gonna bring some ayahuasca, and Zane's just gonna be in a corner, like shriveled up the entire weekend.
I didn't get a text, so.
All right. It was on there on Saturday.
No, he said something about parallel parking. He was
And
like,
then he FaceTimed us, the whole group chat.
"Oh, I didn't see that."
Am I the only one that saw that?
Probably. Kerry's losing it.
Yes.
But anyway,
I'll go
completely unrelated, but that's what Zane wants. He wants to do anything else.
If there's any listeners in Valdosta, Georgia, we believe in your city. Exactly, Hollywood Titan.
We will be inside of you in a couple weeks. Valdosta, Georgia, we will be inside of you.
All right, 14. I'll do my 14 through 10. Surprising I haven't heard this name yet from Zach. I get the Hawaiian, Tua Tagovailoa at 14.
Fuck you.
Trevor,
That's pretty low, honestly.
No.
what now?
That's pretty low.
I'm not one to cuss, but fuck you.
If this is September through October, yeah, he's top 7 maybe.
It is, dumbass. It's all.
But you know what? We play a full season. Little Hawaiian boy can't play in the cold. Little Hawaiian boy can't play against
Why is it
teams.
cold, Kerry? Why is it cold?
I don't know. Ask God.
Because it's
Call
the
him up.
playoffs, bro.
He can't play in the cold. He can't play against big teams. Tua, it's 14. He's great for their system, but he does not do anything beyond the system. Tua is limited. He's a very good quarterback.
I am really
low, you
interested,
know it.
based on what Kerry just said, I'm really interested to see where he puts another guy.
14 is low, and you know it.
No,
That's bait, Kerry.
it's not.
That's bait.
That's
14
we'll
is
say
bait.
again, though.
Took it because he got me cussing on a Tuesday night.
This is 6. I will say it once again, though. My 6 through 16 are all arguable. None of them are set. They're all so close. I could put 2 of not that much higher, but,
I said I wasn't going to get pissed tonight, but I'm getting pissed.
getting pissed. All right, number 13. I got the man of Atlanta. I got Kirk O'Chain.
Let's go, baby.
Do it. Same as Zach. Kirk, coming off the injury, I'm expecting a big year. He's got weapons. Kirk, I think he's going to win the NFC South.
By the way, Drake London, get him in fantasy. He's going to have a big year.
Kyle Pitts.
Year for Pitts.
Kyle Pitts is going to have a good year, too.
But Kirk, big numbers. Think it's going to be a good year for Kirk. Number 12, I kind of regret this. I did this list over a couple times today, and I had him as high as 7, but I have him at 12 now. He is perfect for this system. He has a lot of weapons, a great team around him. It's not who you're thinking of, Zach. I got Jared Goff at 12.
Wow! Oh my God!
He's a good
You're
system.
So
But if
good.
he's under pressure, it's over. I don't know. A lot of quarterbacks
It's never under pressure. Their offensive line is amazing.
It is,
Yeah,
but
I
if
know.
they ever are,
And their receivers can get open. Amon-Ra, Jameson.
okay. But Trevor, could you not substitute? Could you not substitute 11 other quarterbacks on this team, and they would do just as good, if not better?
No, because that's not reality, brother.
All right, number 11. Sadly, my boy, my man-child. I think he'll have a better year this year as they go more running game. He'll be more of a game manager. I got Herbie, Justin Herbert, number 11. The talent is there, but just something's off with this man.
I'm so interested to see where Kerry puts one guy.
You'll
I know
see.
who it is. Are you talking about Brock Purdy?
I'm not going to say who I'm thinking of.
You'll find out. But I got Herbie at 11. And you did 10, right, Zach?
I did 10 because I had a tier.
All right, number 10. I had this guy also as high as 6 earlier today, but I moved him down a bit.
Dak.
He's kind of hard to predict. He had not a great first half last year. He was a top
Jordan Love.
3 to 5 quarterback second half last year. I got Jordan Love. He does not have a great
It's
team
so
around him.
high.
I have really good hopes
He
for
doesn't
him.
have a great team around him.
Yeah.
No, he doesn't.
Does he have a top 20 wide receiver on his team? Or a top 20 tight end?
Romeo Dobbs is good. I mean, not Romeo Dobbs.
Not top 20,
Dante
though.
Wayne.
Okay.
Not top 20.
Is it Dante or Dontavian? It gets kind of hard when you start.
You don't even know his name. He's not top 20.
I know Wicks.
If Jordan Love can keep playing like he did in the second half last season, he's top 5.
Unless he plays like he did in the playoff game when it was cold,
You
which
know
was the
who's
same
first?
knock
I
against
don't
putting
know.
Tua below Jordan Love. That is crazy.
Jordan Love's won a playoff game. Jordan Love did not play bad in that
Bro,
game.
I
He
hate
won bad pass.
people.
I don't know why you hate Jordan Love so much. It's crazy. You just hate Love.
He gets carried.
By who? Romeo Dobbs? Robert Tonyan? Whoever.
You want to go back and watch the games and look at the yards after catch?
You
Kerry?
obviously never watched these games at all.
I do because
No, you don't.
unlike you, I watch football.
I mean, you can't see because you have glasses on at 10:15 on a Tuesday night.
guys
Come
both
on.
I have glasses on
on,
at
to be
10:15
fair.
on Tuesday night because it's my bullshit deflector.
To be fair, both of you guys are wearing glasses. I'm the only one not wearing glasses. So.
I mean, Trevor, do you even know if you're wearing glasses or not?
He's a trained orangutan. Don't ask him those questions
Why is there lava in the background of this video?
Exactly.
because the world's burning.
Oh, shit. Who are you
All
guys
right,
voting
Trevor, take it over.
for? All right. My turn?
It is.
Oh, this is fun. Number 14. I actually did a little bit of accidental self-harm while I was making this list. I
What?
stabbed myself with the pen, but I didn't think it was clicked, but it was. So I have a little. What, anyways?
Lead
I wanted to put him
poisoning.
higher.
He's dead.
I hurt myself in the process of putting him this low. As much as it hurt my forearm, it hurt my heart. I think he's going to be great this year. I got Anthony Richardson at number 14.
14?
That's a little high. That's a
How
little
many
high.
snaps has this man played?
I got the number one quarterback in the division now. Oh, no, it's not. Never mind.
No, he
You know how
isn't.
pissed I was putting CJ Stroud over Anthony Richardson? Stroud cannot fail there, though.
How is
Especially
he-
this year. He cannot fail.
Do you know what is crazy? I never even noticed. His completion percentage was 59% last year. That's terrible.
Hell up, dude. You haven't brought up anything all night, but now you want to bring up completion.
Look at these stat sheet
Talking about a
watchers that I have to
Brook.
deal with on a
Three
weekly basis now that we're back in season. Unbelievable.
Yeah, if this is Madden,
Unbelievable.
let's put Anthony Richardson.
Kerry
14.
talks
If
about
this is
stats.
fantasy,
Let's talk
let's
about
put
everything
Anthony Richardson.
besides stats.
Welcome to reality, Trevor. Anthony Richardson is not 14.
You're right.
You're right.
No.
He's like 21 or something.
Yeah.
Cook, Zachary Smith.
Yeah.
Cook.
How old's your girlfriend, Kerry? Sorry.
What?
Sorry. Anyways.
How we doing, Robert Thomas? Welcome to the show.
Good evening, brother. We should all take a sip for Robert. Rob, hope you're having a drink with us tonight. I have a cat named Rob, so shout out to the name Rob.
All right, he got it 13, Zach, Trevor.
Lucky 13, lucky number 13. I don't like him as a player, but I like him as a person, and that's why he's so high on my list. Number 13, I have Justin Nicole Herbert, one of my favorite people in the NFL. Brought me
Wait,
to a lot
he's
of
fighting
friends.
more guys.
Huh?
He's fighting more guys. He ran off screen.
Yeah. I think this might be the highest I've ever had him. I could have, to be fair, and that's, something I always strive to be. He could be like higher, but I don't think now is the year that he's going to like break open, have this huge, big campaign that Kerry's been saying. He's going to have an MVP campaign. Kerry said it the last 3 years. I'm surprised he doesn't say it this year, but we'll see. Lucky number 13, Joe Alt. Big fan of his. I really loved him going in the draft. I thought he was like the second or third best player in the whole draft. Chargers snagged him at 5, I think. So, keep Herbert upright, let him heal. Looks like he's already hurt, got a little tissue damage in the foot. Shouldn't be anything to really lose sleep over. But, he's going to be throwing to some guys that are going to need to catch some passes. And so, So I got him at number
Lad
13.
McConkey slander.
At number 12.
By the way, he's looked terrible so far in training camp.
Who, Herbert?
Lad McConkey.
Fuck.
That is disgusting.
He's been bad, but Derwin still can't cover him, dude. Yeah, they got to put Derwin on the freaking line, bro. At one point, they just got to put him at the end. Just accept it and put him at the end, bro. Anyways, number 12.
Patriots are out on Ayuk.
These are where all my scribbles happen. 9, 10, 11, and 12. So, yeah, I did this list over a couple times. There's a couple guys that I'm really too scared to leave out of the top 10. Number 12 is one of them. That's Aaron Rodgers. I think this is going to be like, the defense is obviously going to
That's
lead.
unbelievable that you guys have him that high.
Just like they did last year. And I think his job is just going to be stay healthy and don't turn the ball over. I don't think Aaron Rodgers is going to throw for 4,500 yards this year, but he might.
He's
throw
not a
for
top 10 quarterback.
215
He's
a game.
not leading his team. He's not a top 10 quarterback.
Yeah.
Learn ball, Zach. Learn ball.
Aaron
Zach.
Rodgers
Oh
throws
my
220 yards a game and 1 or 2 touchdowns. This team wins 12 games, 11 games.
Okay, then the team's good. Doesn't necessarily mean he's a top 10
But that's
quarterback.
his job. It's his job. He doesn't need to ball out and go crazy.
Exactly.
Plus he's older.
Oh, my God.
What if instead of the coaches talking and the
Are we
helmet,
judging
they just had-
quarterbacks or are we judging teams? That's my question.
Zach is an ageist. That's what I'm saying.
I'm not
Yeah,
an
that is a
ageist.
teacher.
Zach's going to line up all the old people
We
and
should all
send
say
them on a
one
bus
thing we're
somewhere.
stereotypical about. I know what Kerry's is.
What?
Anyways, imagine before the play when the coaches can talk in the helmet, they just had dolphin sex noises, and every play Rodgers just like breaking people's ankles, like throwing nukes. Bro.
Dude, imagine. That'd
That would
be
be awesome.
something else.
Yeah, Kerry talks about stats. I talk about sex noises in the helmet. Anyways,
With Dolphins.
with dolphins, yeah, everything I don't discriminate. Sex is sex.
Trevor, have you? I don't want to ask that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Zip it.
I'll leave it at
Let me
that.
go on to it. They're gonna put me in.
That's enough of that conversation. We're moving on.
Quarterback 11. So sad he couldn't break into the top 10. Honestly, I just put him here because I don't like him. That's it. CJ Stroud. I put him there. 'cause
At
I don't like him.
11.
I got him at 11.
That's
Learn ball, please.
No, I got him at 11. No, and I don't want to put him.
What
over
has
anybody in my
Tua
top
ever
10.
done better than CJ Stroud? Come on.
Who?
Tua.
Okay, you're also such a fanboy, dog. You're a Tua hater. I know why it is now. I just made the connection in my brain.
Why?
Because of Hawaii. Tua is Hawaiian, and you went to Hawaii with your ex-girlfriend.
So, Hawaii's a great place.
Also, Tua plays for Miami, which is where
She lives.
Yeah.
Oh man.
That's true.
Anyways,
Expect the unexpected here on the Beer League Football Podcast, Robert.
That's
We
all you
do everything.
expect. But yeah, I completely lost my train of thought. 11, I got
Love this Stockyard oatmeal stout. This is disgusting.
Save it for me.
It's
It'll
not
Put it in
good.
your fridge. I'll be down.
Terrible by the time you see him next.
Bring it to Valdosta.
It'll be flat and horrible.
Yeah, it can't get worse than this. So, all right. What? No, did you do 10, Trevor?
I did 11, but I want to save my 10.
Okay.
Makes it better for entertainment.
Go ahead and do 10 through, what do you want to do? 10 through 5? 10 through
10 through 6. 10 through
10 through
6.
6.
Get our top 5 in.
10 through 6. Go ahead, Trevor.
Awesome. Number 10, I don't think I've ever had him in the top 10 before, especially if they hang on to Brandon Ayuk. I got no problem with putting Brock Purdy there. You know, it's his, what is his, third, his fourth year. You know, spread the ball around, be in the MVP conversation here. Top 10 quarterback in my book. Number 9, I watched two highlight videos of this guy. You'll probably never watch a Jared Goff highlight video in your life. But
Somebody has out there somewhere.
He sits back there. He gets protected. The defenses bring 6. He's got all day to throw. Those receivers know how to get open. Sam Laporta is a beast. And I have so much faith in this offense. Jared Goff, I got at number 9. Number 8, I don't know. I'm just a believer, what I saw. And I don't think the stats are going to back up the way he finished the year with 18 touchdowns and 1 interception over those 6-7 weeks to end the season. But I think Jordan Love is going to have his best year of his career this year. And
wow, 1 out of 2 years.
That's all.
My God.
No, I mean like for the rest of his career, this is going to be the one.
This is the year?
Yeah.
No.
Damn, that sucks for Packers
that's not
because they
right.
ain't winning the championship.
Well,
like
no, I'm not
other
saying
people
that. I
won.
just think he's going to have his best year. He's going to throw for 5,000 yards.
He's not.
5,000 yards. You want to make that bet?
No,
I'll put
my God,
anything.
I'm saying
I'll put
he's gonna have a
anything
good year.
on under 4,000.
No, I'm not.
Under
betting on
4,000?
I
Trevor,
don't give a
take
shit.
that in a second.
I don't give a shit. I'm just going to
Under
say if there's a
4,000?
year that he's going to throw for
I'll take
5,000
that, Zach.
yards and 38 touchdowns. It's going to
Zach,
be.
I'll take that any day of the week.
Okay,
You take that
of course
any day
you
of the
will,
week?
bruh.
Under 4,000 yards?
Huh?
I feel
He
pretty
said
good about
under
that.
4,000 yards.
Yeah.
Who said that?
Zach said that. He had
Under
4,100
4,000.
last year.
Oh, I'll take that. Right
I'll
now.
take that any day of the week.
I'll shake your hand. I'll drive to Georgia right now. Shake your hand.
Zach, you want to bet on that? Under 4,000.
Yeah.
What did he have? 4,000?
Under 4,000. That is nuts.
What do you want to bet? I will say for this one, because it's wild odds, your punishment has to be worse than mine.
I think
If I lose this bet,
we should kiss because it's love, but I get to pick where you kiss me and you get to pick where I kiss you. Geographically.
wait, is it me and you or is it me and Kerry?
Me and you.
I'll let Trevor take it.
Okay. No, absolutely, that's not happening.
We gotta do something with love.
You have to swap girls.
No.
A box of 72 condoms.
Shout out to FGCU. Shout out to freshman year.
Something with love, man.
Something with love.
No, someone has to. You have to buy.
How about that song?
No, you have to buy like chocolates. You have to buy chocolates or flowers or something for the
on YouTube.
No, you have to buy chocolates or flowers or something for the other guy's mom. Something sweet like that.
I do that anyway for Trevor's mom.
Yeah, Connie is a sweetheart, dude. I do that tomorrow.
That's not a punishment.
Not a punishment. I might do
That's
that
like,
because you brought it up.
That's just like an everyday Tuesday, you know?
How about? I don't even know, dude.
Any of you
I don't even
people
know.
watching right now, if you have any
Breakfast
ideas,
fried.
if you have any ideas what you want them to do, go ahead.
How about this? I write a 4,000 word. No, that's a lot of words.
That's insane.
1,000 word.
Trevor can't read that.
I write a 1,000 word essay on how much I love Jordan Love.
How much you love me?
No, Jordan Love. And then I have to post it as a Twitter thread.
Perfect.
Okay.
Trevor is doing
If I'm right, Trevor has to write a 1,000 word thread on how much he loves my football takes.
All right, that's fair.
Oh God! All right,
And how much he looks up to me as a mentor.
all right.
I like that. All right,
I'll
Trevor,
take it.
who you got next?
Number 7. I would love to put him higher, but there's no running game there. I fear the offense might get a little one-dimensional. That might lead to some turnover problems. Another big year, but it might be, big in the wrong places. Like when a girl is like, yeah, I'm thick, but I got Dak Prescott at number 7. How much do I go?
Let's do one more.
I think that's a little high for Dak, but okay.
I got a quarterback here with 3 names. How cool is that?
Aiden O'Connell.
3 names, and he does 3 things really well. His first name is If. His second name is Josh, and his last name is Allen. I got If Josh Allen.
Oh my God.
Come on,
That's
troll.
ridiculous.
He's going back to the dump. No Brian Daboll, no Stephon Diggs.
Brian Daboll hasn't been there in
20-something
6 years.
He's cooked. He's
You
cooked.
were-
Oh my God.
There's nothing there. He's going to have to.
I don't even have. There's nothing I can
wrong
say
with
to
you.
make that take make sense.
Cooked. He's cooked. Josh
That is
Allen,
the worst take we've
cooked.
seen this season.
They're going to be 3rd in the division. They're going to miss the playoffs. And he's cooked.
Oh,
He's cooked.
sorry. We've reached deadly bullshit levels.
No, Josh Allen. I know you guys are love Josh Allen.
6th in the
right?
division.
You got a J tattooed on one knee.
There is
and
no
a tattooed on the
conversation
other.
that he's.
You guys
worse
both
than
have
4.
him as quarterback 1. I just fucking
There is
know
no
it.
conversation that he's worse than 4.
I'll have it with you right now.
What?
Turnovers matter. This is the white Jameis Winston season we're going to see. White Jameis this year. Josh Allen is white Jameis here.
His white J. He's gonna have 30 interceptions.
He might have 30 turnovers. Which Jameis threw for
You want to put? You want to
5,000
bet on
yards.
that? You want to bet on that, Trevor?
On what?
30 turnovers. Come on, White Jameis.
30's crazy.
Immediately backpedaling.
If he plays in every game, he'll have at least 24.
That's a long way from 30, which is what you said
It's
2
close enough
seconds
to
ago.
30. If he has,
Everybody, no. It's the turnovers. He gets a lot. He gets a lot of turnovers. So does Patrick Mahomes.
no, he doesn't.
Yeah.
What else does Patrick Mahomes get, though, brother?
In the last
He
3
got a
seasons,
handful of them.
in the last 3 seasons, Josh Allen has only had 8 more interceptions than Mahomes.
Okay, fumbles. Do fumbles. So Josh Allen had a lot of those. He had 22 turnovers this year. Maybe 23.
So you think he's got 24 in him next year?
Yeah.
Okay. Would you take 23 and a half?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'll make that bet.
Yeah.
Do it right now.
23 and a half.
This
That's
is an episode full of bets. A lot of yards, a lot of touchdowns, and a lot
Oh, no.
of
Sorry. Would you take
turnovers.
23 or 24 and a half, not 23 and a half?
At least 24. So he has to get 25 turnovers?
Yeah.
Shit. I feel like he's going to have 24. Well, at least if he has 24, it'll come down to it. Yeah, I'll take it. 24.
Okay. What are we betting? A lot of bets today. I like it. I like it. I'm making a Google Doc.
Josh Allen.
Keep track of this.
Josh Allen. Josh Allen.
How about this, Trevor? If Josh Allen gets
Once
under
again-
24 and a half turnovers, okay, you have to get a Josh Allen jersey and you got a Buffalo slam a folding table.
Trevor, if he gets under 24 now, you have to get a job.
Okay.
Is that too much?
That was insane. All right, Zach. And if he does get more than that, I want you to eat 25 Pop-Tarts or however many turnovers he has. You have to eat that many Pop-Tarts on the show.
I'm not doing it in one show. There's no shot.
Why? It's 2 hours.
That's too many Pop-Tarts.
Man, it's OD on Pop-Tarts.
You can eat
Hollywood
25
Titan, get a
Pop-Tarts in
job.
2 hours.
Is there like a legal
Cannot
limit
eat
of
25
Pop-Tarts?
Pop-Tarts in 2 hours.
Has anyone ever overdosed on Pop-Tarts
You
before?
could definitely eat 25
I feel
Pop-Tarts
like you'd
in 2
have a
hours.
sugar rush that would keep you up for several days. How about this? Trevor, if he gets, I'll buy you that many apple turnovers.
Can they be guava?
I don't even know where you get a guava turnover.
Sure.
All right, a guava pastry.
I don't
just
even know
owe
where
me
you
a
get a
guava
guava
pastry.
pastry.
At some point in my life.
Call up the Guava Hotline. Hollywood Titan likes the idea. I think it's a good idea.
25 pop. I can't eat 25 Pop-Tarts.
It's so
I'm not
possible.
physically
Zach,
capable.
what about 25 in a day? The day of the podcast, you have to eat 25. Not on the show, but on
That's
the day.
so many Pop-Tarts, dude.
I
Just don't
feel like
eat
it's
anything
not.
else.
Can somebody Google like Pop-Tart? No, I don't know.
It's got to be like Guinness World Record of Pop-Tarts.
Did someone Google Pop-Tart?
I don't know.
I'll do it. Here's okay, fine.
On
If
January-
I'll do the 25 Pop-Tarts in a day. I'm not doing it on the show. That's way too many Pop-Tarts.
someone ate 112 in one day. So,
Congratulations for
pretty
them,
sure
I
you're
guess.
good.
I don't care. That's so many Pop-Tarts.
it's not enough Pop-Tarts. You can move it up. You get
I'll do those. I'll
strawberries,
do the pop. I'll do the. I'll do it in a day. I'm not doing it on the show.
All right.
All right.
And then Trevor, you got to body slam a table.
I can do that. I have
done that before.
He's got a history of it. That's true.
Yeah.
He does have a history.
All right, I'll do my 9 through 6 then. All right, number 9. I didn't have him in my top 10 before today, but he kind of inspired me to put him on top 10 because he puts up big numbers and he chokes when it matters. I got Dak Prescott, number 9. I think it's the first time in a while I've had him top 10. But yeah, honestly, he had a pretty good season last year besides choking when it mattered. But otherwise, he played good.
Pretty
But-
typical Dak Prescott season. Then.
Exactly. Number 8, I got the system man himself. I got Brock Purdy. He's got a great team.
What is he
around him.
without the system, Kerry? What is he without all the great players
I don't
around
know.
him? What is he? You could put 18 other guys in that same system and it would work out
Probably
just the
could.
same.
But
You
he's
made this
been there.
argument, by
And
the
he-
way, this is the same argument he made for Jared Goff
He did.
and Jalen Hurts and Tua Tagovailoa, but he's higher than all of them for some reason.
Exactly, because he excels at it more than the other one.
No, that's not why. I know why.
Why? Why?
I don't
is he
think you
better
want
than
that coming out on air.
Why is he better than Jared Goff and Tua Tagovailoa?
What?
Why is he better than Jared Goff and Tua Tagovailoa?
Who is?
Brock Purdy.
Okay, dude. Like, what are we doing?
He excels. Can't hate him.
I'm
No.
excited to see what that offense looks like without
Okay, but
Brandon
you say
Ayuk.
Tua chokes when it matters. Purdy doesn't.
Has Tua ever won a playoff game? Has Tua ever done anything?
Tua playing the fucking
Tua has
NFC
not.
dog.
Tua has never
NFC
done
playoffs
anything
for
past the
like
month of
the regular
October.
season. Like a
Tua
hard
has
stretch
never
of the
done
regular
anything
season.
past the month of October. When has Tua ever won a big game? When has Tua ever even shown up in a big game in his life? He chokes against
Like, we were
everyone.
like the final like 5 teams in the NFC. It was like the
Who was
Bucks, the
terrible
Lions,
last
the
year?
Niners, the Packers. That just sounds like a hard stretch of your schedule, or like
He did
a
nothing at the end of last year, as
Like
always.
the
He chokes
AFC is
every
a-
year.
the AFC.
I don't care about September football. This guy can ball
I'm
out when
talking
it's
about the
90 and
playoffs.
sunny
Now.
out. Yeah, and he was terrible against the Chiefs, the only game he played.
Who?
Tua. Crimey River. Tua.
I bet CC. Hey, Trevor. I bet CC's got a Tua jersey. That's why he's mad.
Who's CC? Caitlin Clark?
Caitlin Clark.
Oh, Cass.
We're living in 2024.
Bro, I got a Snapchat memory today. Did you know I was dating Jazz 4 years ago? It's
Life
crazy.
is crazy.
Life is a long time.
I haven't seen CC in like 2 years.
I thought you guys were still friends. Oh, that ended? Okay.
She's still in our fantasy league, though.
Gross.
Oh, we are.
All right.
Anyway,
Number-
we're done. Zach's turn? My turn? Gary's turn?
Number 7. I'm still got 6 and 7. I'll do them at the same time. 6 and 7. I got the old boys. I got Stafford at 6. I got Rodgers at 7.
That's so high.
Wow.
Oh my god.
I trust
You
the
guys
veteran.
are blinded by the past. You need to
Okay.
open your eyes for the future.
I have him at 12, Zach. What do you have him at? 14?
Rogers?
Yeah.
I think I had him at
Really?
14.
I'll agree. Maybe it's a little high for Rodgers.
No, I had him at 15.
I don't trust any of these other guys. They've all had like one good season, half a good season. They've never won anything. Yeah, maybe like Dak, Tua. Maybe they're better than this guy. But do you know what? None of them have proven it yet. And as I've said before, 6 through 16 are all of them are kind of interchangeable for me right now. None of them are set in stone. I can see why you'd argue them lower. I can see why I put them higher.
I don't mind Stafford there. Just having Rogers that high is crazy.
Rodgers looks a bit ginger in training camp, which is why I let him slid. He was in my first rough draft. He was number 10. He dropped down to number 12 because he doesn't look like he's moving around as well as I hope.
You know, if a couple weeks in the season he does look like old, I can see him sliding down pretty fast. It's not like I'm set in stone at 7.
Big question mark.
It's a question mark, and I'm gonna take the higher ground for now. But you know what? Maybe both of you are right. It would
Are
not
we doing?
surprise me.
I know I'm gonna do it on Twitter. I'm gonna do week by week power rankings. So
We did last year. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that was pretty fun.
All right, Zach, you want to go up to 6?
yeah, let's do it at 9. I legitimately couldn't put him any higher. He's just such a system quarterback. Brock Purdy. I legitimately can't put him any higher.
I have him at 10.
That's still pretty fair for Zach.
At 8.
Wait. Zach just clowned me for putting him at 8, and he has him at 9.
8's high.
One spot higher.
Yeah, that's high.
Wow, man. I'm sorry, I put him one spot higher.
It's high.
Crazy.
At 8, I have Jared Goff. I think he's a little bit better than Brock Purdy. I think he's got a little bit more arm talent than Brock Purdy does. At 7, I have CJ Stroud. I think he's going to continue to have a great year. I don't think he can fail in the system he's in, given the number of weapons around him. It'll be interesting to see 2-3 years what that team ends up looking like when those rookie contracts run out. But for now, he's pretty set in stone where he's at. At 6, I got Matthew Stafford. He's proven he can win.
Wow.
He's still look good at the end of last year. I don't see that much to really knock him for, other than a slow start. But I mean, he looked really good last year, so I don't know. And then, do you want me to go 5 through?
Just do 5 and 4, and then we'll go 3, 2, 1.
Okay. At 5, I think this is honestly the perfect spot for this player because I can't put him any higher. I don't feel comfortable doing it. But lower doesn't feel right either because I think he's better than the quarterbacks below him. I have Tua at 5.
That is nuts.
Woo! Yes.
You guys need mental help.
Oh, lefty. Oh,
I have Tua at 5. I think he's better than the guys below him. But I don't think he's in the same category as the guys below him.
welcome to life. Zach loves Tua.
I don't love Tua.
A top 5 quarterback has never won a playoff game.
Top 5, baby.
What can you name one big game of Tua career that he's beat a big team, that he showed up in a big game once?
But
Can you name
say
one
that
year
for a
where
lot of
Eli
these
Manning was a
quarterbacks,
top
bro.
5 quarterback?
You can't even say that for your number 1 quarterback, Kerry.
Patrick Mahomes?
Oh, never mind.
Can you name one year where Eli Manning was a top 5 quarterback in the league? I can't. He's got 2 Super Bowls.
He was also playing against like the best era of quarterbacks ever, though.
Y'all think? I don't agree with that, but anyways.
You don't know anything.
Y'all think he is a Hall of Famer? He's eligible.
Probably 2 Super Bowls he will be.
Time
He
evidence.
shouldn't be, but he probably will be because his name's Manning.
You idiots would put 2 in your Hall of Fame.
Absolutely not. Not at this point.
I might.
That's
my Hawaiian
crazy.
Hall of Fame. I put Lilo, Stitch, Tua.
Mariota.
Probably me.
Puka Nacua.
Trevor's the kind of white guy to get like a Hawaiian tribal tattoo on
He
his
definitely
chest.
got one when he went to Hawaii.
Maybe.
Did he really?
Maybe.
Definitely probably did.
Maybe.
Definitely,
That's to be
most
determined.
likely. I've seen the pictures.
To be determined.
All right,
At number
All right.
5, Zach.
and then
Like
at 4, I've got Joe Burrow.
All right.
And this again, I think, is a good spot for him because I think he's better than everyone below him and not as good as everyone above him.
Dude, I just realized
Zach,
Zach
did
hasn't
you
hit
agree?
Tyler Murray yet.
Yes,
Is
I
it not-
have.
Is it not close between 4 and 5?
Between
Zach,
4 and 5. What?
is it not close between the top 4 and everybody else?
I think there's a little
I think
fall off.
there's some wiggle room in that area. It kind of depends on how these guys look. Because
I
again,
don't think
again-
anyone is in your top 4 in my opinion.
well, with Joe Burrow, I mean, he's coming off injury. It's tough to see what he's going to look like. Matthew Stafford's got a great team around him, at least great receivers. I don't know what that defense looks like. CJ Stroud has a great team around him. Jared Goff's got a great team around him. Brock Purdy's got a great team around him. So I might see more individual success out of those guys over Joe Burrow, but it's tough to say until the season starts. I think right now it's tough to put Joe Burrow any lower, but I could certainly see him falling.
All right.
I feel like this is.
I think
also
the top
year.
3. I think the top 3 have certainly separated themselves.
The Bengals will be fire this year. I feel like. I hope so.
Sure.
But I'll go ahead. Number 5, Zach. You're one of the smartest people on this podcast. Top 2 for sure.
All right, can I change my answer now?
I also got 2 at 5. Lucky lefty. It looks like Dan Marino out there.
Doesn't need mental health.
Number 4. This one might hurt. This one might hurt. This one hurts. This one's Jalen Hurts. MVP form.
At 4?
4. He's back. Jalen
Oh my
Hurts is
God.
back, brothers. I'm telling y'all. This is the year when he says all that corny shit and it comes true. The year. of
I don't
Jalen
even know what kind of bet I could make to
I miss
For that,
Zach. You miss
like-
the old days in like the 1800s when you get challenged. Someone to
Wait, Kerry, you just confirmed everything I've been saying about you all podcast.
I wish you could challenge someone to a duel like 1800s, so I could just like shoot Trevor right now for that awful thing.
I would obviously have a gun as well. I would have the higher ground. I'm better at climbing trees than you.
You're not on a tree.
I would be by the time you got here from Fort Myers. I'd see you pull in, dude. You'd be cooked. I'd be up there butt naked, the fucking 9mm.
Why are you butt
You'd
naked?
be done.
All right.
Larry would be my son, and I would teach him to love Tua and love others.
Goodness.
Jalen at 4 is crazy.
Jalen,
That's crazy.
MVP conversation. He's back. Jalen Hurts is back.
I would be willing to put almost anything down.
Would
that
you bet your
Jalen
life
Hurts
on
is
it?
Not in the MVP conversation.
Would you bet your life
I'll
on it?
put him in there.
Trevor just sends 20 tweets a day. Jalen Hurts #MVP. They're like, well, there's a lot of buzz around Jalen Hurts getting the MVP, even though
Didn't Trevor tweet that last season, like halfway through? He's like, Jalen Hurts.
Yeah, he did.
No, I didn't.
Yes,
Yes,
you
you
did.
did.
What did
I
I
will
Yes,
say?
tweet
you
up that damn tweet
absolutely
right now.
did.
What did I say?
You're like, Jalen Hurts is the leader for MVP race.
Yes.
You said that
They
halfway
were
through
like
the season.
10-1, probably. Yeah.
You just said you didn't say it. Yeah, you did.
No, I thought you meant in the middle of the year they were like 9-1 or something. He was.
I hate the man you are.
I hate the boy.
I feel like Trevor is Kerry's Toby.
Kobe.
Who's
Toby.
Toby?
Toby. Michael Scott. Toby.
Oh, right. Yeah.
The Office.
I feel like he's my Toby.
I'm more Trevor's just like Ryan, but like way higher than Ryan.
So you're David Wallace and he's Ryan.
Basically,
Oh yeah. I love David.
I actually
Paul.
like that analogy better.
Like, what is this guy saying?
I like Kelly too.
Okay.
And Dwight. Dwight is hilarious.
Dwight is so
All right.
funny.
I'll do my 5 and 4.
I need to rewatch The Office.
It's had to move to Peacock. Very rude.
I know.
All right, number 5. Surprisingly low for both of you. The rookie of the year, the future of the NFL, CJ Stroud. Easy number 5.
Calling
He's
him the
got
future
Stephon Diggs now.
a little bit
He's got
early.
great weapons around him. He's easily better than any of these other frauds. Tua Tagovailoa, whatever his name is, could not even close this guy. Yeah, Tua, let's win a playoff game. CJ Stroud, teach him how. CJ Stroud.
Who did they beat in the playoffs?
Cleveland Browns, buddy.
They beat Joe Flacco?
Yeah.
He didn't do anything in the playoffs.
What has Tua ever done ever? Besides beat the Broncos 70-3. CJ Stroud is the guy. He's number 5. Number 4, injury. Joe Burrow, still a very good quarterback. Still great. He's a game manager. It's okay to say, but he's very good at that. He's got great weapons around him. But he's still CJ Stroud might be able to pass him, but Joe Burrow, number 4.
By the way, I have a question. Just how bad of a pick was the first round pick last year for the Chargers? Quentin Johnson.
It's still early though.
I mean, have you been watching the training camp of Quentin Johnson?
I have not.
Dude.
But it's
I mean, I'm not I might be convinced he doesn't have opposable thumbs.
It's training camp. I'll give him one more chance.
Yeah, but we also saw it last year. Like, I don't know if he can grab a football.
If Tua was number 1, I would jump off.
Like, I'm serious. If it's away from his body, he cannot catch the ball.
He's big though.
It's the biggest brick hand situation I've ever seen.
It doesn't matter. The Chargers have the most underrated wide receiver in the NFL per Trevor Scott in Joshua Palmer. So
Shout out to Ben Savage. Joshua Palmer is also on my sleeper list.
They don't need anybody else. Your sleeper list was the stupidest thing I've ever seen.
Let me cook.
No, it wasn't even cooking. It was just a bunch of terrible players that are never even going to make the teams next year.
No, you'll see it. Darnell Mooney, sleeper.
Do you think, Trevor, how bad of a pick do you think Quentin Johnson was?
I'm usually pretty forgiving unless it comes to women. But
Goodness.
like one bad year.
Then it's Rock'em Sock'em Robots in real life.
Oh, God.
Yeah. 2.0. This thing turns into a Tyreek Hill jersey, a Joe Mixon jersey real fast.
Oh, God.
Ray Rice.
But it's like if I get mad, I turn into the Hulk, but instead this
Ugh.
was like a Ray Rice jersey.
All right. That's enough.
All right.
It's all clearly jokes, guys. It's clearly
Your
jokes.
girlfriend's sitting next to you. All right. 1, 2, 3. Who wants to go first?
I'll go first. Should I go
You
1, 2,
buy
3,
a
or
Ray
3,
Rice.
2, 1?
Go 3, 2, 1. Why not?
All right. 3, 2, 1. At 3, I think this guy, again, kind of like the last two, I think he's perfect where he is at 3. I don't think he's going to move up very much, but I don't see him moving down. At 3, I have Lamar Jackson.
Racism.
Very good quarterback, reigning MVP. There you go. Number 3. And number 2, I have a guy who has led his team for a couple of years now.
Unbelievable.
To some pretty good success. Some call him the best quarterback in football. And I think he could be one day. But sadly, preseason 2024, this is not where he's the best quarterback. I have Josh Allen at 2, Patrick Mahomes at 1.
Wow.
That's believable.
It's believable.
I do think, like, if it was like this is my unbiased list, completely unbiased. If it was my biased list, I'd probably have Josh Allen 1, Patrick Mahomes 2, just because I think Josh Allen has a much harder job than Patrick Mahomes. But what?
That's life, dude.
Shut up.
There you go. 3, 2, 1.
Yeah,
Lamar, Allen, Mahomes.
it's kind of going the opposite of me and Trevor agreed everything at the beginning. I'm agree with Zach for the end. I have the exact same 3. I get Lamar, Josh Allen, and Patrick Mahomes as my top 3.
This year's the year the Bengals put it all together. I got Joe Burrow at 3, Lamar Jackson at 2. This is going to be a very interesting year for Lamar Jackson. With Derrick Henry, what the flip is that going to look like? Right, they have the same job, like QB. Amen. Patrick Mahomes, obvious at number 1. Best player in football. That's it. Should we read through them or no? You think nobody's even listening anymore?
We got a couple people watching.
It's been a minute and 51 seconds. Or an hour and 51 minutes.
Yep. That's more correct.
That feels more right. That feels You're right.
I don't think we need to repeat them. If you want to check out the full list, they'll be posted on Twitter. You can give your reactions there. Hate on us, love on us, love to hate on us, whatever you want to do. Put
Jordan
your replies
love
there.
You can Jordan love on us, but don't Deshaun Watson on us.
But
Trevor, did you want to do those replies?
No, I was just saying. Well, I guess yeah, but I can't. My laptop died.
Joey, read them off.
DM all the people. Be like,
yeah, let's read them off.
And then they'll listen.
All right, we said if you reply to our tweet with a hot take, we'll read it live on air. So let's hear some of the hot takes.
I'm going to rate these hot takes. Okay.
All right. Rate them out 1 out of 10.
No, I have my own special grading system.
All right. At Mac_Digi said Joe Burrow MVP.
I'm going to say that's like a warm cup of tea.
I'll give it a one-word response. I'll give each reply a one-word response. That one's possible.
At VJK Beta, Daniel Jones is going to have a good season.
Define good. I feel like it's not a roaring fireplace, but it is a fireplace that has a fire in it.
Trevor?
It's pretty hot.
Like a fireplace in Arizona.
All right. Jacoby Brissett will be a top 10 quarterback this year.
That is
troll.
Yeah, no.
Yeah,
I'd
that's
be happy.
nuclear. That's
I would
nuclear.
as a Patriot fan, I would be happy if he was top 20.
That's the background
And
of
that's
this
saying a
video.
lot.
That's the background of this video.
At Victory Voice Pod said the list will not be legit if Dak isn't top 5. None of us said Dak top 5. Sorry.
7.
Sadly.
That's such a cold take. That's like freezer.
At Big_Ganicus, Joe Flacco wins Comeback Player of the Year 2 years in a row.
Joe Flacco even in the
Who
league.
is he playing for?
Colts.
Oh no,
You can't win comeback 2 years in a row.
no.
right.
It's impossible. It's not worth rating.
Former_Cam, Trevor Maddox. Trevor's twin.
That guy does not like me.
No, he does not. Dak will win a Super Bowl within 3 years with a team that is not the Dallas Cowboys.
The Raiders.
That's
the
pretty
Jets.
nuclear. That's
Jets.
pretty nuclear take.
Jets.
An interesting take.
Jets. Dak Jets. Super Bowl.
That man is a Raider.
Man's a Jet.
I could see him on the Raiders. He seems
All right.
like the type.
Yeah.
At Nikki_Nukes just purchased a mic with the intention of starting a sports podcast. Any pointers or general advice you can lend towards growing a following or tips promoting content?
Yeah, make sure you know who you're getting into the water with, because sometimes it's two idiots. Just saying. Just saying.
Beautiful.
I think me and Kerry can agree there's one idiot on this podcast.
There is.
At least one.
At least one.
Yeah.
He might even count as two for how dumb he is. He who remain be named.
No. Best advice, I would say start a podcast with people you like talking to. It's a lot easier, and it's going to be kind of weird starting out. Like if you go back and listen to the old episodes.
Don't do that.
Our old episodes suck.
They suck because we weren't comfortable talking into a microphone and talking about this stuff. But eventually you get comfortable with it, so just keep going.
Just do it and don't stop doing it.
But also
Like
make sure you have
Watson.
people you like talking to. Also, podcasting on your own sucks, so make sure you have a co-host. And yeah, just keep at it, I guess.
All right. At Unc Ram, I know he's a really hockey fan. At whoever wins the AOC/Little Ass Boy competition will be a top 10 statistical quarterback in 2024.
I don't see that.
Yeah, I don't either.
I think that's another fireplace for me. Actually, roaring fireplace. Not quite nuclear, but roaring fireplace.
At Ford for us, that dude from USC, the stupid Bears fans hated on, leads the Bears to the NFC Championship game.
There's absolutely no chance of that happening.
I'd agree.
NFC Championship?
No shot.
Yeah. All right.
Maybe. Nah. That's my word.
At CFC MMB, if Josh Allen's head coach, defense, and wide receiver one didn't routinely shit the bed in January, he'd be consensus number one.
What were the first 3 words?
Absolutely true.
What were the first 3 words?
If Josh Allen's head coach,
If Josh Allen? Those were the first 3 words? Wow. Jokes write themselves, man.
Purdy's a top 4 quarterback, leaving out Lamar.
No.
Okay.
Absolutely not. That's a nuclear take right there. No.
At BBirdDog379. At Adam Plank 902. Jalen Hurts is number 1.
No.
Number 4. Close. 4.
It's a great one.
It's not close.
At Beerly Kerry. Trev Scott is a system podcast host.
Damn, not.
Yeah, I agree, actually.
Damn, not.
Actually, he fits perfectly into the system.
No.
He does. You know what?
Right.
He's a perfect system player, and we love him for
Lamar
it.
Jackson and Samuel L. Jackson mixed.
You know what? Trevor, there's nothing wrong with being a system podcaster, okay? Everyone's got to fit in the system somewhere.
All right. At Hawk_Lover. Geno is by far the best quarterback in the NFC West. I don't think any of us agree on this.
That is crazy.
Yeah.
After Stafford's year last year, that's insane.
In college, Shotty.
All right. At Jorge Blanco, Daniel Jones will finish the top 10 in at least 2 of 4 of passing yards, total yards, passing TDs, total TDs. No.
No.
All right. At Adam.
Maybe if he goes back to college and plays for like Air Force or something. I don't know.
It could
Where'd
be.
he go, Duke?
Yeah. He wasn't even that good at Duke.
No. All right. At Adam_Ansel. Kenny Pickett was better than the fans made him out to be. Probably a hot take. Still have that jersey. I think he's better than people thought, but he still wasn't that good.
He was a lot worse than Kerry thought.
I would have rather.
I know people that think that he's really bad. So
I would rather have him and Justin Fields if I was the Steelers than Russ and Fields.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree
No
with that.
way, dude. No
Yes.
way you'd rather have Kenny Pickett
Absolutely.
than Russ.
Absolutely. I would. I agree with Kerry.
What was that, 13 touchdowns to 14 picks?
At Dr_Johnny M. In QB rankings, Fields is higher than Wilson, but Wilson will be the starter.
I agree with that.
I'd agree with that.
No
That's
way.
cold take.
At Aaron_Keenan. Taylor Heineke's better than Kirk Cousins.
No,
Yeah, that's false.
not even close.
All right, 2 more. At Playmaker Maine.
Wait, okay. I just want to point out we found someone who's a bigger fan of Taylor Heineke than me.
That's true. At Playmaker Maine, Wentz can still be a very good QB in this league.
Carson Wentz.
Better than Daniel Jones, Broncos quarterbacks, Raiders quarterbacks.
Give it up.
He's a good
that-
backup.
Wait, okay. So when you say better than, and you name 3 of the worst quarterbacks in football,
That's
that,
true.
like that's not very good.
He's good enough to be a backup.
He's good enough to be a backup, but I don't think you should start.
All right, then last one from at Jackson Jeremy 8, Jackson Clark. Can you
I
guess?
saw this.
Deshaun Watson finishes top 5 in fantasy and holds the Lombardi in February.
What were the first 3
I
words
would
of that?
put. I'm not kidding. I would put $300 that's not the case.
What were the first 3
And I
words
don't
of that
have
tweet?
$300 of like expendable income, but I would put $300 on that.
I think anybody would, honestly.
Deshaun Watson finishes.
Did he really say that? Goodness.
He's pretty good at that. That's wild. We got
That
some
is crazy.
fans, man.
Shout out to the Twitter. Shout out.
But
to
you
the
know what?
audience. I
We're
really-
crazy about you. Keep on listening.
Yeah, that's it for hot takes.
We gotta get out of here, man. It's almost 2 hours.
But if you're gonna get out of here, make sure you pick up some Beerly merch on your way out.
Who was that? Was that guy Wick? John Wick?
what?
What are you talking?
Background?
It's Frodo trying to, save the ring from Mordor.
I thought Frodo was whatever.
Check it out. BeerlySports.creatorspring.com. Link will be down in the description below. Check it out. We got a lot of cool stuff on there. Shirts, hats, hoodies, all you could ever want and more. And we will see you guys next week for the next episode. Kerry, what are we doing next week?
I don't know. I think we're starting fantasy.
Fantasy football starts next week. Make sure you guys tune into that. Again, I just want to point out, if you listen to my advice, you will make the playoffs every year. You will never not make the playoffs.
You'll never win the championship, but you'll make the playoffs.
You will always make the playoffs. You might not win the championship, but you'll always make the playoffs.
I mean, if you listen to Trevor, you have a great draft.
You'll have fun.
You know what's so funny, dude? In one of my leagues last year, I finished 13-1 or something like that in the regular season. Then I got booted in the first round. Guy had the best week of his life. Got 180 points.
Dude, I played in one league last year, and it was for charity, and I made it all the way to the championship game, and then I realized that I didn't get the money that it went to the charity that I picked, and I missed all my players, dude.
Trevor,
I was so mad.
Never listen to this guy.
Oh my god.
You need help, dude.
I did this thing for charity, and then I realized I wasn't getting the money. And so I just decided to quit. They're not getting any of my money.
Every time you think Trevor can go lower, he somehow gets lower. It's
That's so terrible.
Impressive, honestly.
And
All
if
right,
anybody knows what this little eyeball in a pyramid means on the back of the dollar, give me a DM at Beerly Trev Scott. I will send you words of encouragement throughout the week.
All
That's
right,
all I
we'll
got.
see you guys next week talking about fantasy football. Fantasy football season is getting kicked off, so we get kicked off as well. We'll see you guys next time.